Okay, so since I'm not even gonna post that first video that I recorded because I didn't like it, went on too long, and I had to like stop and go do something mid fucking video, and I don't want to drop that. You know, I sort of hold myself to a standard. It's not like, it's just reaction videos. I don't have to necessarily do anything too crazy. I don't even edit these videos. But like that going away thing, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Felt like I made it too long. So instead I chose a smaller video that I'm gonna do because fuck it. I don't want to leave you guys with nothing. I wanted to record something, so let's go. I have how money works right here. I kind of don't want to read it. As important as it is, I don't want to read it. I'm bored. Money is so boring to learn about. It's just so boring. But it's so important. But that's not the point of the video. 3 ways to destroy the universe. I don't know why we even want to know this. I don't know who needs to know this. But fuck it. Let's learn together, man. Learn with me. Kurzgesagt. Can't say it right. Don't care. Let's just go. You know, I gotta keep the viewer retention up, so let's go. Let's shut up.
One day the universe will die.
Of course.
But why and how?
The heat death, maybe? I don't know. Like, are we sure about that? Oh, is it because you see, like, we're sort of running out of energy? Isn't that, like, the debate? Like, that's what they say. But we don't actually know that all too well. Like, they think they're pretty good on it, but I'm suspecting that maybe we might not know that all too well, you know, because other scientists say something different. You know, I'm just saying. But, I mean, it probably is going to end at some point, right? Like, I mean, everything ends. So, I think you're just going off of a whim that everything ends. So, you think, well, the universe must end too, right?
And will the universe be dead forever? And how do we know that? First of all, the universe is expanding. And not only that, the rate of its expansion is accelerating. The reason? Dark energy. Dark energy is a strange phenomenon that scientists believe permeates the universe. Until 1998, we thought that the universe must work a bit like a ball that you throw into the sky. The ball moves up, but at some point it has to come down again. But the expansion of the universe is actually speeding up. That's like throwing a ball up and watching it fly away faster and faster and faster. Where is this acceleration coming from? Well, we don't know, but we call it dark energy.
Of course you do.
Einstein thought of it first and then decided it was stupid. Now, astrophysicists have decided it is plausible.
Of course,
Trouble is, this is all very theoretical, and we don't actually know what the...
Why do we not? So, dark energy is just a placeholder? Is it like a placeholder variable like in mathematics? Like you have x or f of x. You have y. You have placeholders, variables. So it's dark matter, dark energy. Would you change the name, or is it gonna stick with it if we ever do end up finding out what that stuff is? Because it's gonna be something like gravity, right? It's gonna be something like anti-gravity. It's gonna be some shit like that, right? Like it's gonna be some property that we don't know. How is that? In dark energy, or I don't know if it's dark. Which one is it? Is it dark matter or dark energy? I think dark matter is the stuff. Wherein like, I think the majority of the universe is made up of it. No. Am I tripping on that? I could be completely wrong. I think it might be the other one, but I'm not sure. But I know it's like, there's a substantial amount of that shit. You just call it dark, I guess, because you can't see it. But you can't see gravity either. Can't necessarily see electromagnetism. Not fully. I mean, I guess you can. You know, electricity, you see that, I feel. Because I have an image of electricity in my head. I do. Magnetism, sure, a little bit. I can't really see it, but I can. No, you can't see magnetism. You can't see gravity either. You can only see things coming up and down, and you're like, that force, which is acting on it, or, well, just its way of being, gravity, right? What is dark energy? It's very mysterious, and I wonder if I'm gonna find out in my lifetime. I really want to. I'm intrigued. I really want to find out what it is.
Properties of dark energy are, but there are various theories, and they lead us to 3 scenarios for the end of the universe.
Okay. This is an old video, by the way.
1. The Big Rip. Since its birth, the universe has been expanding. For unknown reasons, new space is created everywhere equally. The space between galaxies expands, so they move apart. The space inside galaxies also expands, but here gravity is strong enough to keep them together. In the Big Rip scenario, the expansion accelerates up to a point where space expands so fast that gravity can't compensate for this effect anymore. The result is a big rip. At first, only large structures like galaxies are torn apart since space between the single objects expands very fast. Next, big bodies like black holes, stars, and planets die. Their gravity isn't strong enough to keep them together, so they dissolve into their components. In the end, space would expand faster than the speed of light. Atoms would now be affected, and they would just disband. Once space is expanding faster than light, no particle in the universe can interact with any other particle anymore. The universe would dissolve into countless lonely particles that won't be able to touch anything else in a strange, timeless universe. And you thought you felt lonely. 2. Heat death, or a big freeze. In a nutshell, the difference between the Big Rip and heat death is that in a heat death scenario, matter stays intact and is converted over an incredibly long but finite period of time into radiation while the universe expands forever. But how does this work? Let's talk about entropy. Every system tends towards the state of highest entropy, like when we have a latte macchiato. Initially, it has different regions, but over time they will cool down and disintegrate until it's uniform. And this also applies to the universe. So while the universe gets bigger and bigger, matter slowly decays and spreads out. At some point, after lots of generations of stars, all the gas clouds necessary to form stars will be exhausted, so the universe will turn dark. The remaining suns will die. Black holes will slowly degenerate and evaporate over trillions of years due to what's known as Hawking radiation.
I'm sorry?
Over trillions of years due to what's known as...
Oh, who's studying this, man? Who's studying this? I've seen the mathematic equations, bro. I've seen them. My physics teacher has studied this. He has a textbook. Okay, he has a textbook. You should have seen that fucking textbook. That was a textbook unlike any I've ever seen. My God. My God. You should have seen the fucking equations in there, bro. It's so shite. I can't. Even me, I'm a curious person. I'm having a mental breakdown. I'm a curious person, and I can't even fucking fathom reading that bullshit. I can't call it bullshit. Look, I don't want to hate on people that like math and physics, like the mathematical side of physics, like the equations and stuff. It's just so not for me. It hurts my head. Like, just thinking about it, like that's what I was crying about, man. Like, you're just thinking about it makes me sad, makes me depressed. Like, I hate math. I'm so curious, but I don't like math. It's so painful. It's so painfully boring. Like, teach me something interesting, like how to destroy the universe. Don't teach me mathematics. I don't care about the math. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. That's why I've never done a single video on this channel that has to do with math. Well, you could use math. I'm sure it's popped up somewhere. But, like, it's just not what I'm about, you know? Like, I struggle with mathematics a lot. It's the thing that I struggle with the most out of anything. You know, I'm obviously still a curious person. But math just ain't for me, man. And I don't know how Hawking's doing this shit, man. What even is Hawking radiation, bro? How do you know a black hole? Why do we even need to know that? Out of all the things we know, we don't know other shit. We don't know what consciousness is, but we know that a black hole is gonna fucking disintegrate at some point because of Hawking radiation? Really? Come on, dog.
As Hawking radiation. When this process is complete, only a dilute gas of photons and light particles remains until even this decays. All activity in the universe ceases at this point. Entropy is at its maximum, and the universe is dead forever. Unless, theoretically, it might be possible that after an incredibly long amount of time, there might be a spontaneous entropy decrease as a result of something called quantum tunneling, leading to a new Big Bang. 3. Big Crunch and Big Bounce.
Ooh.
This is the most uplifting scenario. If there is less dark energy than we think, or it decreases over time, gravity will be the dominating force in the universe one day.
Of course.
In a few trillion years, the rate of expansion of the universe will slow down and stop.
Like, you're not helping. Like, we're doing something wrong here. We're using the wrong language. We need a new language. We need to create something new. It's just not helping. Why studying the universe do I just get more confused? More and more confused the more I find out about the cosmos. I'm worse off. I feel like I was better off 5 years ago. Now I'm worse off. It just doesn't make sense, because the way that you word it, man. The way that you have to use the English language, and we're so limited by the English language. Like, come on, dog. What are you even saying? What even is this? Why does there have to be a dominant force, gravity? How does any of this make any sense? How does it work? Why do I have to be a monkey? Why is my best tool, like, I am so I'm limited, bro. Because I can question it, and I can wander about, and I can be curious about the universe. Only animal that can do that. But I only have the faculty of reasoning. I only have my mental faculties, which are only meant to keep me alive and survive and socialize well with people. They're not meant to answer questions about the universe. But yet we have mathematics. It's just like, because we're not meant to answer them, this is like I just feel like we're doing something, we're never gonna get anywhere, I feel. Because we're just monkeys. What the fuck are you saying, man? What is any, like, how can this, ugh.
After that, it reverses. Galaxies will race at each other, merging as the universe becomes smaller and smaller. Since a smaller universe also means a hotter universe, temperatures rise everywhere all at once. 100,000 years before the Big Crunch, background radiation would be hotter than the surfaces of most stars, which means that they would be cooked from the outside. Minutes before the Big Crunch happens, atom cores are ripped apart before supermassive black holes devour everything. Finally, all black holes would merge into a supermassive mega black hole that contains the entire mass of the universe.
Wow.
And in the last moment before the Big Crunch, it would devour the universe.
Agario. See, motherfuckers just gonna keep swallowing each other. This is Agario in real life. Holy
including itself. The Big Bounce theory states that this has happened a lot of times and that the universe goes through an infinite cycle of expansion and contraction. Well, wouldn't that be nice? So what will actually happen to the universe in the end? At the moment, heat death seems the most likely, but we at Kurzgesagt hope that this dead forever stuff is wrong, and the universe will start over and over again. We don't know for
sure. We don't get anywhere. We've been here for 13.8 billion years, and the best we have is humans? Come on. Come on. I mean, I'm happy that I can experience something with some form of self-awareness. I'm happy that I even get a chance, a 1 in a 400 trillion chance. Don't get me wrong. 1 in 400 trillion chance of being a conscious agent navigating the universe, or the universe experiencing a guy, whichever one you want. Different philosophies, but hey.
For sure either way. So let's just assume the most uplifting theory is true.
I'm tired.
By the way, we have a Twitter account.
Oh shit, do you? Narrator Steve Taylor. Voice pool? You get this man at voice pool? Steve Taylor. Shouts out Steve Taylor from Kurzgesagt. Everybody dies. The universe too? Well, probably. Very creepy. There's no. I can't say there's no hope. That's a lie. That's a big ass fucking lie. Catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you liked it. Leave a comment. You made it to the end. You're a goat. See you. Which one of those was your favorite? Which one of those was your favorite theories? That video is a bit old. We might have a new theory about now. But out of those three, which one's your favorite? Which one would you prefer? Which one do you think is the most likely going to happen at the end of the universe? Not that it really matters, but that's what this is all about. It's not about mattering. It's like you can't really use that there. It's just we're having fun. We're theoreticizing things. That's what it's about. I'll catch you guys. I don't know. This just got me in a mood, bro, where my head hurts, you know? And usually it doesn't hurt. And I watch a lot of deep stuff. But it's just like, to think about the fact that somebody's done mathematics to figure all this out, and it's like, I learned about the universe and it, like the cosmos, and it's not helping. Because it just doesn't make any sense as to how it even exists. How I'm even alive. It just, there's, you know, as a human, there are nothing but questions. I feel like we're almost tormented by the fact that we have so many questions, and yet they're so unanswerable. I'll see you guys.